Hello, friends. The waters are unusually calm today, as if the world itself is pausing to think. And maybe that's exactly what happened back then. When the fires dimmed and the chants faded, a quieter voice began to rise. Not from the priests, not from the kings, but from the seekers. They were not interested in wealth or war. Their questions burned deeper. Who am I? What is this world? What happens when we die? And from this fire of inquiry, the Upanishads were born. They weren't written in palaces or under the shadows of great temples. The Upanishads took shape in forests, hermitages, and quiet corners of the soul. Teachers sat with their students under trees, not to command, but to question. They called it Vedanta, the end of the Vedas. Not an ending in time, but a culmination of thought. And at the heart of these conversations was Atman, the self. Not the self that argues over land or debates over rituals, but the deepest self, the observer, the silent witness inside each of us. You are not the body, they said. You are not even the mind. You are the seer behind the eyes, the listener behind the ears. But the real revolution came with Brahman. If Atman was the soul within, Brahman was the soul of everything. Not a god in the sky, but the eternal, unchanging reality behind all things. One spark, seen in a child's laughter, in a storm, in a grain of rice, in the silence between thoughts. And here came a sentence that would shake the world for centuries. Atman is Brahman. The self is not separate from the world. It is the world. But then, if all is one, why do we suffer? The sages answered with karma. Not punishment, not reward, but cause and effect. Every action, thought, and intention plants a seed, and those seeds bloom across lifetimes. Birth, death, rebirth, samsara, the cycle of becoming. Liberation was not in better rituals, it was in awakening, in moksha. To realize that you were never bound, that the chain was always an illusion. To modern ears, this may sound abstract, but to those forest thinkers, it was as urgent as fire. They weren't writing philosophy, they were holding a mirror up to life. There's a story of a boy named Nachiketa who meets Yama, the god of death. Instead of begging for long life or riches, the boy asks only one thing: what lies beyond death? Yama tries to distract him, offers gold, cattle, out of even divine pleasures. But Nachiketa refuses, and in that refusal, he becomes the student worthy of the ultimate truth. The Upanishads did not end the Vedic tradition. They deepened it. They turned it inward. And soon, these new ideas began to ripple through society, not just in forests, but in communities, among rulers, and even into early politics. Because once you tell people that truth lies within, they begin to question everything outside: kings, caste, war, land. And just like that, the old tribal borders begin to crack, and something new begins to rise. Lines drawn not by clan or sacrifice, but by geography, rule, and power. Coming up next, Janapadas, the land-based polities, from clans to geographic states. Because once you seek truth within, you start to reshape the world without.